So just over 3¼ inches. The old Coot here coming at you with another exciting video. So this was my 1UP bike rack, right, for the back of the car. And if you watch the previous video to this one, I noticed that down here, right, so from this point, it was tapering down to like 3 1/8 inch. So now what I did was I put 2 washers here, I put 2 washers here, I got a longer bolt, right, because the original bolt, was 4 inches. So that's the original bolt, right, it was 4 inches, and it just barely hung on there, or hung in there. Now what I did was I went to the hardware store and I got a 4½ inch bolt. So basically I widened this part down here, and the reason why I did that was because I was getting all this rubbing of my tire when I put my tire in there, and who wants to damage their sidewall, right, when you're loading and unloading your bike? What I might end up doing is when I noticed, I'm also getting a lot of rubbing up here even at this point. So what I might have to do is go back to the hardware store. I didn't realize this, but I might have to go back to the hardware store and then get another washer to put in here, another washer to put in here. The good news is that this bolt has, I think, the capacity to at least squeeze even just one more washer in there somewhere, so that at least I can widen this out just like, you know, a hair. We're talking like a 1/16 or a 32nd of an inch. And I think that should make all the difference in the world. By the way, one other thing I noticed, I don't know if this is like a 1UP problem or maybe I just got a bad assembly person, but I noticed that this bolt or this nut was on this side, it was on the inside. So every time I kept putting my bike in and out of here, my tire would rub on this nut right here, which kind of sucks because, you know, you would think this one would have been on the inside so it's smoother and it doesn't scar the sidewalls of my tires as much. Anyways, I hope this video out here helps someone. And if you are curious, the hardware is a 1/2 inch. So it's a 1/2 inch socket, right? To get that on there, you might need a deep socket set, which is what I ended up using. But like a 1/2 inch socket there. And then this, I'm not sure the exact size. I believe this was standard, but you're gonna need one of these for right there to, you know, kind of hold this while you're undoing this nut. If you do decide to flip this, or if you have to flip it, I don't know if that's something that they noticed. But anyways, to 1UP, I just making a suggestion, you might want to quality check and get the smoother side right bolt on the inside, so every time you put your tire in there, you're not scarring the sidewall of your tire, because the last thing I need is a blowout. And then also, you know, if you could go the extra mile and put this bolt, like just put this bolt, whatever size bolt this is, I think this is a 4½ inch bolt. If you could put this bolt down here instead of the 4-inch bolt, right, and maybe make this just a little bit wider so I don't have to use washers, just to kind of make it so that you don't get this scarring of the sidewalls of the tires when everybody puts their bikes in here. Anyways, if you do like what you're seeing, down there below in the description section, I put some links to some e-bike and bicycle related products and stuff. There's also some bike camping stuff like cargo bags and panniers and that kind of, all that jazz. So check out the description section, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you all on the next exciting video review.